Hey you guys, say hey Liz.
Hi.
So today I wanted to do a tag video, and this one is from The Style Diet, aka Anna Saccone, which I love her so much. Oh my goodness, I love watching her vlogs, her family. She has the cutest family ever. If you guys don't know her, I'll link her information below. I love her. Huh?
I want to go to Auntie's house.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Auntie's house. So I wanted to do something, I haven't done a tag video in a long time and I really wanted to do it. So anyway, so this one's my very first, or my first time, I think it's something like that. But anyway, okay, so the first question is my very first date. My very first date was, let me think.
I want
Oh goodness. I don't remember. I'm not that old. I think I was in high school. I was 16 because my dad wouldn't let me date until I was 16. It was with a boyfriend of mine. I'm not going to mention him, but we went to the drive-ins and we watched a double feature on accident, and it ended around 2. My dad was so mad at me. I remember all the kids that were involved got in trouble because we watched two movies. You know how one starts at 8 and then the other one starts at 11. If you go to drive-ins, they usually do a double feature. So we watched both and got in trouble. So my dating life really ended kind of short in high school. My dad was super protective, so I didn't really get to do it very much. So yeah, that was probably one of my first dates ever. My first kiss was, I was in 3rd grade, which is so weird because that's so young, but I didn't plan on it. It was this kid that liked me, and he was moving to Elk Grove, and I lived in Rancho at the time. Okay, hold on. Okay. So yeah, he was moving to Elk Grove, and we liked each other for probably a couple years now, since I think since kindergarten. And he kissed me, and he gave me this little pendant thing as like a gift, like a going away gift. But I haven't really heard from him since. Obviously, I'm like an adult now. So anyway, yeah, that was my first kiss. 3rd grade, really young, I know. But it wasn't my fault. It was his fault. So anyway, my first word, I think it was dad, which makes sense because I am so close with my dad, and he really spoiled me, so I was dada. My first pet was a cat named Julie Mama, and she was kind of been around the block. My parents, it wasn't mandatory back then to get your cat spayed or neutered, so my cat had 200 litters. We always had kittens all the time, and she was kind of, I don't know, she's kind of been around the block a little bit. But yeah, Julie Mama, she passed away at a really old age, I believe. Long time. So my first fear, roller coasters. I was definitely afraid of roller coasters until one day my dad literally made me get on Top Gun at Great America. And I thanked him ever since, because ever since I went on that, I loved roller coasters. I was just too afraid. I would get nervous even going in line with my parents, knowing that I wasn't going to get on. I was still nervous. I just get really when I don't feel in control, I get nervous. So roller coasters were my first fear, but luckily I conquered it. So my first job, oh man, this is kind of funny. Your parents might, if you're young, your parents might know what Tuesday morning is, or you know what Tuesday morning is. But it's just kind of like a Big Lots, but for here and there things. A really random store. Anyway, I got the job when I was 16, and I ended up being a 3rd key holder at 17. So I was a manager around 17. I quit that job once I graduated school and I moved to San Francisco. So Tuesday morning was my first job ever, really. It was fun. I liked it. The people that I worked with were young, so it was fun. It was just kind of, I don't know. I just don't like retail that much. I worked retail forever, so yeah, didn't like it very much. My first car. Okay, well, I have two stories because one, my first car was a Taurus, a Ford Taurus, but I only had it for a month because my dad was getting me my new car, which was a Mustang at the time, which I loved so much. That car has been through so much with me. And then around when I was 22, 23, I crashed it. So I had it from 16 to 22, 23. And then I got in a bad accident and broke my foot. And yeah, so that car was totaled. It was really sad. I cried when I had to go get all my stuff out of the trunk and stuff. It was really sad. So Ford Taurus was like my first car for a month, and then I had my Mustang. And I still would get a Mustang to this day. I love it so much. I love them. They're really cheap to fix if something does happen to them, which I like because it's an American car, so American parts are in America. Makes sense. Okay, so next question. My first cell phone. Oh man. My first cell phone was a Sony Ericsson, and it was a camera phone. The very, very, very first ones. And it's so crazy now because we've come so far with camera phones that this one was so pixelated it probably looked just like a dark shadow here, dark like little eyeballs. The pictures were so bad. But I was like, thought it was so cool because I had the very first camera phone ever. And I still have the same number from when I first got my first phone. Same number, so I love that. 10 years, I think. Wait. Yeah. 10 years I've had the same number. So anyway, first cell phone ever was a Sony Ericsson camera phone. My first boyfriend. Well, I'm not going to count junior high or elementary school. My first boyfriend, and I think if you guys have watched the Mom's View before, I talked about him. His name was Nick, and he passed away when we were together. So he was my first love, my first real kiss, everything. So like, it was sad when he passed away. We were still together, and it was just a really tragic thing. I'm not going to talk about it because it makes me really sad to this day. If you caught that Mom's View that I did about a year ago, you would see that. I'm wearing like a mustard, kind of like a burnt orange shirt. I talk about it, and it was really sad situation. So anyway, he was my very first boyfriend. I loved him, still love him. Such a great person, good heart, good soul. So yeah, sad. Let's see. My very first YouTube video. My very first YouTube video was so funny to me now that I look at it. I filmed it on, I don't think I had a camera yet. I filmed it on my laptop, which was like a laptop mini. I don't know. It was so bad. I just talked about starting my channel, what I was going to do. Yeah, it was pretty bad. I think I actually still have it up because I haven't deleted any of those videos. So if you guys want to see my very first one, it's really funny. I'll link it below. But it was, it's called, is it Introduction of BellaMishella or something like that? You guys could probably find it. I don't have that many videos. First music purchase. So, when Britney Spears first came out, I got her CD. And it's when she's crouched down with her knees kind of separated, and she's wearing a jean skirt, and she looks orange, like an Oompa Loompa orange. And she has her hair with her bangs. Very first CD I got. That was my very first CD. I loved it so much. I still love Britney Spears, but yeah, back then I was obsessed. And then my second one, I wanted to share my second one. My second CD that I ever got was the Chronic 2000 Dr. Dre. So, I mean, just the contrast of them, like, oh my God, they're so different. But I love all types of music. I love country. No, I don't really love country that much, but I like old rock. I mean, I love so many different types of music. So you can just kind of sense I was raised with everything. So, pop and rap and blah, 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 blah. So, anyway, yeah, those were my very first music purchases. My very first tweet. Well, I think I had I had a Twitter probably before I even had BellaMishella. So it wasn't BellaMishella. I think it's called like It's Shells or something like that. And I don't know. I was kind of ghetto. Like I would talk kind of ghetto. I don't know. It was not ghetto. I mean, yeah, I guess so. What's wrong? I'm almost done. Yeah, I would kind of talk ghetto. I don't know. I don't even want you guys to go look for it because it's so embarrassing. But I don't even know my first tweet. I can't even tell you. It's because I've had two. So BellaMishella started probably a few years ago, 3 years ago. And then It's Shells was when Twitter just came out. And I think I had it when I was like 20 something. So I was born in the age of like when social networking started. So when MySpace came out, I was in high school. I think I was 17, 18, 19, either one of those. But that's when MySpace came out. So yeah, if you guys were young, you probably don't even know what MySpace is, which makes me feel really old. But yeah, I was like born in the age of like when social networking started. So yeah, I had all that MySpace and all that. I don't even know. I think I deleted my account from MySpace. But anyway, that's it. I'll list actually the list of questions below because I know some of you might want to do the tag too. And I do. I want to tag all of you guys. I want to know what your first is as well. Everything. It's so funny to see kind of how everybody grows up and what their first job was and their cell phone. That's so weird because I had like the first camera phone, but you guys are probably so young that you just kind of grew up having one of those things. So it's just different. I mean, we used to have like the Nokias that kind of look like a block, and you had to like push the button like 3 times to get to L, 3 times to get to whatever next alphabet letter. But yeah, I don't know, I'm old, I guess. Anyway, you guys, that's it. I gotta go to school. I'm in all black right now. I'm gonna post it, so today should be Friday when I post this. So know that a lookbook's coming up next week. Back to school stuff is coming next week. I really I have a test this Friday and it's pretty big. It's like me getting out of one class to another.
You want to play my Mimi?
Give me 1 sec, babe. And
Almost done?
yep. And so it's important that I get this done. Monday is my practical exam where I have to like do it on somebody. So I'm kind of nervous for it. So you're probably going to see a video mid next week to the end of next week. And it's going to be back to school stuff. I have a few little hairstyles I want to show you to do. And even I might do like an emergency kit or something that you're going to need in high school. What else? And maybe even a giveaway. I'll give away the emergency kit or make 3 or something. I'm still sending out my last ones. I might just keep it in America, in the USA, because I'm having a hard time sending out stuff to other countries because of customs and stuff. So yeah, I'm having a hard time with sending it out internationally. So yeah, I think I'm gonna just keep it in the US for this next giveaway, and I think I will be giving away an emergency kit, maybe school supplies. I haven't really decided yet what it's gonna be, but I'm gonna know Monday what I'm gonna be doing, especially for the lookbook and yeah, just for school. So if I don't get to the lookbook next week, I'll just link my lookbook from last season. It's still pretty current, so but I probably won't do that. I probably will do one for you guys because it's just crazy because my school clothes are all black. So I might even do one for cosmetology students because it's so hard to put outfits together when you're restricted to one color, and that's black. So I've been getting pretty creative with it. So anyway, that's it, you guys. Have a great day, a great weekend, and wish me luck on my test, and I'll let you know. I've been getting 100% on all my tests, so not to brag or anything, but I still feel like every time I go into a test, I always feel like I could possibly fail, so I don't want to have any expectations. So yes, please wish me luck on my test, and that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. What? You pooped. All right, I'm coming.